So first we're going to go in the parasternal long axis view. And what we're going to do here is look at the septum and try to see which wall is defining the shape of the ventricular septum, okay? So it looks like the left ventricle is the one that's causing the shape of the ventricle there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a short axis view at the level of the papillary muscle. Okay, so and then I'm going to ask myself 3 questions. First of all, is the right ventricular anterior wall thick or not? And I'm going to say no, it's not. Okay, the second thing is the right ventricle dilated? And the answer is no. It should be triangular in shape with a narrow end on this side and a broader end on this side. If you have dilatation, this whole area will be dilated. Then I will say which ventricle is defining the shape of the interventricular septum. And so clearly the left ventricle is the one that is defining the action of this wall. This is not flattening this and making it look like a D. Okay? So in this case, I do not believe that he has pulmonary hypertension, but I'm going to prove it with other findings on the pulmonary valve. So I'm going to move to the right ventricular outflow tract view. Okay? Right there. So do you see? This is the right ventricular outflow tract, this is the pulmonary valve, and this is the main pulmonary artery. So I'm going to measure the right ventricular outflow tract. So we're going to go to analysis, and we're going to go to vessels and RVOT diameter, and here's the pulmonary valve annulus. We're going to go just before that, come straight across and take that measurement. Then I'm going to go into color, and I'm going to get a pulse wave of the right ventricular outflow tract before the valve. Okay, I'm going to go into pulmonary valve. This is the cardiac output of the right ventricular outflow tract. And we are going to go into RVOT VTI, and we'll take that measurement. Then I will take a continuous wave across the valve itself. Go back to the outflow tract and pulmonary valve area by VTI.
And then what was it? Okay,
Pulmonary valve VTI, and this is in continuous wave. And that will give us a pulmonary valve area here. Okay, now we're going to see if there was any PI on this valve. Maybe just a trace. So he doesn't have a lot, but if we go to pulmonary valve, we go pulmonary insufficiency in diastolic velocity. So here's systole when the PI starts, and here's end diastole. We would measure that there. And then we would get an area of the pulmonary valve where we see some excursion. Rita, so remember how I said so you can see it actually moving here? See how it's opening? There's a big excursion there?
Yes.
Okay. that would be the pulmonary valve M mode. So if you had pulmonary hypertension, at the end of this, you would see this A wave dip down and make it look like a flying W. So if he had pulmonary hypertension, what you would see, it's not giving me a, won't let me trace. Okay, I'll show you. What it would do, the tracing would look like this, the M mode. Would go like that. Okay? Okay, that's it. That helpful?
Yeah.